Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be from Season 2, Episode 8. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So this episode picked up. We're down to the last 3 episodes of the season. This episode picked up. Pushed the story a little bit forward. This episode was called Forest of the Trees. So the episode started off with Kenny and Tien Chin in the kitchen when the phone rang. Of course, Kenny answers the phone. He hears the music box, and then he's seen a pot of boiling cicadas on the stove, and it jumped on him, and it burned him. He woke up. His mom woke him up. He was dreaming, but when he woke up out of the dream, his burn was there. So getting spooky, some real night on Ellesmere type stuff. So it goes to Jim and Randall. They discuss about the experiment that's going on, and basically saying like we really need to look at like the people in the town. Like if it's a mole out here, for this to go without a hitch, you need some people in the town that's going to gear the other people to be scared and everything like that. So we need to get involved. So Randall questions why Sarah's still alive. And he believes everything that's happened in the town is a hoax, and that they got in Sarah's mind so much that she, in return, killed her brother. So that would be crazy, that like, because Randall started thinking pretty much like, you say all these people died, but did y'all really see them die? But we all know we seen people what did die because they were buried, just like the mom, the very first of season 1, when the mom and the daughter died, and then they left the guy out there, put him in a box, and then they got him. So we seen that. So but Randall doesn't know these things. Sarah approaches Boyd. Pretty much, she wants to go back in the woods. She knows no one in the town likes her. She feeling hopeless. She needs something to do. And Boyd, pretty much, it shows him going to Donna, asking Donna to help her out, to give her something to do. Jade and Tabitha, they went to the area where Tabitha and Victor came out, the tunnel where the creatures live. And so Jade pretty much finds out that Victor knew about the signals. Tabitha mentioned like, oh yeah, Victor, he know about it. And Jade is pissed because he did. And so he like, why he ain't mention it? So now Jade and Tabitha is headed to wherever Victor's at. So Victor, he shows up to the house looking for Ethan, being weird is normal. Like that's his little buddy. But of course, he's a grown man, but of course he has the mind of a child. He never developed. Meanwhile, he asked Julie, let me see, Ethan. He gave Ethan a coat, which was his old coat. And Ethan gave him a picture. He said, I don't want no picture. And he's like, why? He's like, because, if you give a picture of somebody, then it's like a memory of them if you don't see them no more. And I don't want you to, nothing happened to you. Ethan pretty much said, like, well, if you ain't going to take my picture, I ain't going to take your coat. So, you know what I'm saying? So Julie was pretty much like, we headed out. Do you want to go with us? So they head to the diner. So it showed for a quick moment when Boyd goes to talk to Donna about Sarah. Shows him talking to Ellis, telling Ellis, like, hey, man, you shouldn't be moving all around. You need to, get your rest and get your strength. Ellis is feeling good. He's happy because he knows Fatima's pregnant. And he wanted to spread the news, but he didn't tell his dad. So, because Donna came in, and Donna kind of interrupted him. So he's just like, all right, go talk to Donna. I'll tell you another time. And so Donna and Boyd was talking, and Donna pretty much mentioned she got Dale locked up for what he did to Ellis. She got Elgin. Spoke about his dream. He drowned in his sleep or whatever. So uh, then it went back to um, Victor, Ethan, and Julie at the diner. Ethan finds a toy in his jacket, basically, and then does a flashback of Victor when the last time he seen his mom, she gave him a toy and told him pretty much saying this, stay in the cellar and don't come out until the morning. So it was showing a couple flashbacks throughout the whole episode. So then, of course, Jade and Tabitha stormed in. Jade is upset, getting at Victor. Hey, man, why you ain't tell us? Victor pretty much said, he questions him about why you ain't mention the sign. Victor said it wasn't important. That's why he ain't mention it. And Jade pretty much said, hey, you need to tell us everything so that we can find a way to get out of this town. I had mentioned this earlier on in one of my recaps that this is Victor's town. He doesn't know anything else. So he's not pressed or looking to get out of this town. Then it goes back to Jim and Randall. So they go and question Sarah at the church and they drilling her or whatever. So they wants to know where was her and her brother headed. Pretty much that her and her brother had a good, Nathan had a good relationship. And actually Nathan, I think he was picking her up and he was bringing her back from somewhere. Donna showed up right while they was drilling her. So Donna kind of, they throw like Donna like as suspect moments throughout this whole episode. Like if the experiment thing is true and there is a mole trying to will the people in and keep them scared, then Donna's like showing up to be a main suspect because it just show her every time something's going on, somebody talking about something, she was popping up at this episode. And of course, she told Jim that she didn't want him to be telling everybody about the person that he heard over the satellite. So Donna and Randall have words, of course, and then Jim has a plan to meet with Randall in the RV. Basically, look, we're gonna be on some I Spy mission. We're gonna meet at the RV, camp out at the RV, and we're gonna watch from afar to see what the creatures do at night when they're being watched. Don't know if that's the brightest idea, but Jim went with it. And so Jim goes back to the diner and he sees Julie and Ethan. Tabitha's not there, but he pretty much tells Julie the plan and basically said, I don't want you to be worried when I don't come back. So right after that, Donna approached Jim about him drilling Sarah. Basically, why would y'all say her brother is still alive? She really looked, why would you do that to somebody? So Jim pretty much like, yeah, you wrong, right about that or whatever. And, we shouldn't have been drilling or whatever. And then she's like, you didn't tell anybody about the guy on the satellite talking. And he was like, no, I didn't. So once again, Donna popping up, questioning. So Donna's looking real suspect this episode. So Victor has another flashback about the last moment with his mom. And Victor took him to... Victor was at the Colonial House. Tabitha showed up, pretty much thanking her for the jack with Ethan. And she was pretty much saying, we got to get answers. I know it might be hard for you, but we need answers. So Victor pretty much said he has pictures hid away somewhere that can help him remember. He just hid them so that he wouldn't remember everything. However, then from there, Tabitha pretty much said, do you know where they at? Victor took her to where the abandoned cars was. And then we get back to that. So now it goes back to Boyd and Kenny. They talk about Elgin's silver bullet theory. They head to the wellness center. Chrissy is there comforting junkie Mariella. She's having withdrawals and mentions something's going on in the basement. So when Boyd and Kenny go check it out, the body in the basement's covered with cicadas, and so they come back upstairs. Everybody's panicking. They talk about Kenny's dream, Elgin's music box dream. Of course, we know Mariella's seen the music box. Boyd has too when he seen the ballerina dancing around. So what does all this mean? So everybody's panicking. Then, right after that, who shows up? Donna shows up out of nowhere. So she's getting at Boyd from him never telling her about the body, and he telling her his theory about the silver bullet. And then Donna pretty much is telling him that he needs to bury the body. They need to take it out further so nobody would get suspicious if they see something burning. Now, when Boyd took Donna in to see the body, there was no more cicadas there. So that was suspect. And once again, I said Donna's been suspect this whole episode. I'm thinking, man, I was just saying that Donna, she's a strong character for this series. I hate to see her get killed, but it's looking by her being suspect. I can see it happening now. I don't know. And I didn't have Donna on my suspect list for potential getting killed by the end of the season. I thought Donna was going to have a storyline like Carol from The Walking Dead. Nevertheless, it goes back to Victor taking Tabitha to the abandoned cars. He gets to the car that has the pictures, and then it shows the flashback where the mom was talking to him, and his little sister came out. And now you see Victor had a little sister. And the mom left, and the little sister followed after the mom. Now, Victor was supposed to watch her, but when he stayed put, listened to the mom, the little sister didn't. And he didn't go after the little sister and tell her, basically stay. He just stayed there. And the little sister never came back. So what happened to Victor's little sister? I guess that's going to leave some more details. Is Victor's sister alive? What happened? The mom was headed to the watchtower that you find out in the picture to save the kids. Remember, we seen Tabitha kept seeing little kids and stuff, and so it's tying some loose ends together with that. So Randall approached Donna to make peace, like, hey, sorry, can we just talk? It went off of that scene. Donna was like, okay. And it went off of that scene. Then it showed Boyd and Kenny burning the body. On their way back from burning the body, they seen Ethan and Julie. And they stopped and talked for a bit. You hear this man come out this house. First you hear the cicadas, the noise. And then you hear this man come out the house with blood, asking for help. So they looking at him. And then it goes back to Jim walking. You see it's getting dark. You see Jim walking towards the RV. Then you see somebody with blood, somebody with a knife. You see Randall hit Donna, tied her up to a tree. And Jim was like, what's going on? Now, Donna had already told Jim that Randall has a few screws loose or whatever, and Randall pretty much says to change of plans and stabbed a knife in a tree. So I guess he plans to leave Donna out there, and if she gets killed by the creatures, then we know it's real. If she don't, Well, we know she's part of it. So I guess that's Randall's plan. So that was a good cliffhanger to leave you intrigued to tune in for episode 9. Overall, decent episode to push it forward. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Tell me what you think. Till next time.